1.16.
So,
It's probably 120 to 150,000.
and how many mills does that equal?
I think you are hit on the spot. It's a third of a mil.
Okay, so can we give that third of the mill back to the people since we saved that money rather than, we already are not projected for an increase, we're not projected.
I would love to say that, but we also have salary increases and things we need to cover.
Well, you're currently projected as a budget shortfall of about $1 million a year for the last couple of years,
Right.
and going forward until 20 plus 20 something, right?
Right.
You have about $16 million in the bank.
Now,
How much do you have in the bank?
we're going to end up with, at the end of this year, about
$4 million?
Correct.
Okay, so the interest on that $4 million is generating this value?
Correct. And it's not the interest on the 4 million, it's interest from the beginning of the year when we have made 14 million down to 4 million.
So if we,
And that 4 million is actually would be zero, but there's bills that are paid out of that over the next 2 months.
but if you give that back to the people
Right.
that are currently financially strapped, to prevent them from losing their home or moving,
Right.
and those people that are seniors on fixed incomes have no burden to the district. We don't add a burden. If you,
Then
Don't give them a
cover
relief.
increased costs.
are you saying that we're gonna have a tax increase?
No, I'm saying how you gonna cover increased costs. We have
I thought we were gonna reduce.
salary increases, we have gas increases, we have everything in the world. There's an inflation going on.
Right.
Now you gotta cover the salary increases.
But I thought the whole idea was to reduce the amount of cost the school generates because you have,
Without raising taxes, not without lowering taxes.
well, I want to lower them.
You want to lower them.
I'd like to lower them this small amount.
You need to cut expenses to cover that then.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the question is, after
So
reviewing,
that's something that the board have to decide where you want to cut.
Finance Committee recommends to the board financial events.
Right, right.
So if the Finance Committee recognizes where we can cut costs, and the number one space to cut the cost is employment,
Employment, correct.
correct. So how many people do you have to remove or reduce or restructure to cover that?
120, probably two.
No, you're looking at the $1.2 million that we're supposed to be saving on that elementary center.
Right, and that's how, we.
It was a bit through attrition.
Costs, and through attrition, correct.
Right, so we're supposed to be losing employees through attrition.
Right.
So when do they come? My question to you is the
We
finance.
also had increased wages.
So number one, the question is, we should give back the interest we generated. It was found money by managing our finances better, so that the people and the stakeholders in the district should reap the rewards of our good decision making. And it solidifies them in the marketplace so they don't leave. And these are people that don't carry a burden to our district.
Right, but isn't.
So there's a value to that.
We're reaping the rewards when you're not raising taxes, even though you're increasing your expenses.
You're not increasing your expenses,
Oh, we are increasing our expenses because.
not by generating more revenue from our cash.
We're covering the expenses.
Those
We're
dollars,
raising taxes.
but those dollars should go right back to the people. They should get the
Well,
Heighton School District should be the first one in the.
I know what you're saying, but on 11, 12 million or $15 million of salaries, 3% increase, what are we talking?
What we're talking about saving,
600,000.
you're talking about saving people's houses.
Right.
And these people don't have kids in the district.
Mhm.
Every house you save through that process does not burden the district, but maintains our,
Okay, so we're talking, what, $15?
I don't, everything, yes. It's a reduction. But the key is it's a reduction. So once they see that the school district cares about them, which it hasn't in the past.
We have been caring about them by not raising taxes where everyone else in the state has been raising taxes.
But Mr. Fike, let's be real.
No, I'm being.
I'm being very real. What-
Everyone else in the state's been raising taxes. We have been maintaining the same level of services and actually increasing services and not raising taxes.
But think
And
about it,
that's
how did
being
that,
real.
but how did that happen?
By being smart with the money, trying
No,
to
they
find
raised the
additional
taxes.
income.
No, they raised the taxes.
When I got an additional $45,000 a year in rental at the middle school to
Right.
cover other expenses, are you saying we should go out, get more money to come in and lower taxes? But
Correct.
you're the one that's saying we shouldn't be charging people.
So two sides of it.
Right.
The first side is that the taxes were increased so much, so aggressively, prior to these dates you're talking about, that the district had $16 million in excess funds sitting in account, at which point you bought a stadium for close to $8 million, and you spent money. Right. So all of that money, and one year there was a $3.7 million surplus in the annual budget. So when the district, not you specifically, but when the district was taxing these people at a rate that was higher than what was consumed or needed, they built a nest egg within the district. And rather than give it back at the time and keep the people in this district, the gentrification took place, at which point seniors moved out. You got a lot of vacant properties that are not paying the taxes. And you have this excess tax base that you're bleeding from, your general fund, to make the budget meet. Because like you said, you didn't take in any more money and you spent more money. But it's the pre-tax dollars, the David Krause years and the Bowman years, that raised those taxes so high that you had these surpluses. That's what you're feeding off of. That's going to end.
Yeah, it is going to end.
Well, it's our board's responsibility.
We still have people, everyone, even Social Security gets increases every year. You're saying that employees shouldn't get increases?
I'm saying that you got to reduce.
You shouldn't get increases?
You have to reduce.
Good generalizations to try to paint a picture that he's trying to paint.
And it's true. We had an overtaxation and we collected $16 million.
What's your opinion?
What's your opinion, Mr. Spencer?
I gave it to you.
What was
You're
that?
speaking in very general terms to paint a picture that you like to paint.
Wait, what picture am I painting?
You're trying to paint a picture that people were overtaxed years ago.
Correct. And what are you trying to say? They were not? Then where did the $16 million come from?
Came from, again, a variety of sources. You can't
You're saying the district financially?
I'm not going to argue with you.
There is no argument.
Because
you have $16 million in the bank. Where'd it come from?
It differs from my view, and that's the facts.
Show me where the $16 million came from.
Again, he's speaking great generalization.
Not generalization, very specific. $16 million. Where did it come from? You're the board. You're a board member. You're a director. Where did it come from?
A variety of sources.
Which ones? Name the sources of income that this district comes from. It comes from state tax money. It comes from real estate tax money.
Continue on.
Not continue on. I'm asking a question of my board. What's your answer, Mr. Yenser, on this financial committee? Insight. Where did the $16 million come from, sir?
There you go. You'll get the tape that you want here. And fantastic.
And where did it come from, though? I'm trying to save these people.
Again,
You should save these people. We should care about these people. If
there
you...
are people who care about them, and I wish you would also.
I do. The point is, if you don't keep them in your district, they're the ones that are not using the resources of this district.